What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Life CLETUS. Today we got Pickle Rick action figure from Rick and Morty. I was able to get this at GameStop for $19.99. It is released by Funko. When I originally seen the release for this item, I said, well, I started getting into action figures again, and I was like, let me take a look at it. On the front of the box, as you can see, there's Pickle Rick, and he has all his accessories. On the side, they have a little bit of rope. It looks like he's in the sewer. And on the back, they show you the two different ways you can actually design them. It is in relations with Adult Swim and Funko. On the top, it has Pickle Rick and Rick and Morty, and on the bottom, it has absolutely nothing useful. Now, for you guys who don't know, the Rick and Morty series is actually a master series that Funko owns, and they can basically make anything that they want for them, which is great. Can't wait till season 3 comes out because it's gonna be hyped. And let's unbox this bad boy. As I mentioned, I'm trying to get into more action figures and less pops, or I already own all the pops, so it's more, I'm trying to get into action figures as well, and I needed to pick this up. Here it is right here, what you're getting out of the box. I did take this out on an unboxing video on a live stream, and I realized that there was no instruction manual in the actual box, which they could have done easily with a piece of paper. So I highly suggest next time, Funko, you do that. So let's take this off. There's a bunch of different little accessories besides what you see here, which I found out afterwards was pretty cool. Alright, this is Pickle Rick out of the box. He actually comes with a few accessories and well-known ones from the actual episode, which was one of the best episodes they ever produced. And it was probably the most memorable episode of them all.
Where are you?
On my workbench, Morty.
Are you invisible and you're gonna like fart on me?
Flip the pickle over.
What? I'm gonna touch it and you're gonna tell me it's an alien dick or something.
Come on, flip the pickle, Morty. You're not gonna regret it. The payoff is huge. I turned myself into a pickle, Morty! Boom! Big reveal. I'm a pickle. What do you think about that? I turned myself into a pickle!
So let's actually look at the actual detail of this entire thing. So we'll start out with the pickle. The pickle itself, you have his little sinister grin on the front. You got two eyes, you got his eyebrow and his nose going around. He has the actual brain attached here, and he has some blood going on the bottom. I did some hot yoga today, and my hands, it's like all dried up. The actual body sculpt itself is made pretty well. I can't see myself breaking it, and I can see myself actually giving this to my nephew to play with and having something to do with it, because you get a pop figure or you get anything from Funko, it's usually not playable, and it's like, hey kid, play with this. It's like a elementary toy. So this actually has some accessories and it looks really good. I do like that they added the 4 batteries on the side here with the little strap. It does not come off at all. It stays on there, and you cannot take the batteries out themselves. You got some rat fur and some of the skin with the bones going all the way down and using the rat feet, just like they had it in the episode, which is pretty cool. And you can see like the cartilage and stuff going through here. Pretty good with them. And they also added 2 different colored hands, which is great. So not everything's what you see on the left side as on the right side. You got some blood here, you got some fur, you got some more elbow stuff, bones showing, some fur on the hands. And on the back, you can see more of that skin. Oh, it's pretty brutal. And as for the mask, you can see it has these goggles up front. The painting isn't the greatest, and for these figures, we absolutely want the best painting possible, because we are paying a little bit more money, and I know what you can get for the same amount of price or a little bit higher for quality wise. He does have this little oxygen mask and these tubes that go all the way around on both sides, which are pretty cool, and you got the rat head with the ears and the fur. On the back you have these little rockets and the tubes that all connect, where he actually shoots up from the sewer through the drain of the toilet bowl, which is a pretty cool scene. I definitely enjoyed it.
God damn it, I love myself. Pickle Rick!
The accessories themselves, they're these two drills that he went crazy ape ham, all ninja, Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, hammer style on those freaking rats, which was pretty awesome, and they're pretty detailed. If you guys know that scene, I probably put some of it in the actual video, which was completely insane.
Oh yeah!
And the last one was this little gun cannon here. You can see it's made out of some screws, some tape, just a regular bunch of stuff just laying around. I wish to just add that one accessory, as putting the battery into there would have been pretty cool. It does have some articulation when it comes with the arm. It comes up and down. You can see the one peg hole that it has, and this arm as well. The legs are not on our actual spring, but he does stand pretty well for an action figure from Funko. Goes all the way around for the legs. Same thing with the other one. They do not go in and out at all. If you do, you will snap that, as you can hear me do that. So when it comes to actually like posing the figures, I try to always have like every accessory attached to it, because I don't want it to go to waste. So if I was going to do it, you would have to only go with these two and then the blaster up top here, which is pretty decent and looks great for a $20 figure, which I really can't complain about. Or you could take this off and add the actual rat mask, you could call it. He does look pretty cool the more I actually played with it and figured out that you can actually take this pickle out, which is pretty decent. Normally action figures that I've seen lately, for the ones that I like, you know, go for 60 to 80 bucks, which is quite expensive. They don't really have anything Rick and Morty wise out there, and for 20 bucks you can't really go wrong with this figure itself. I originally thought I would possibly return it, but the more I get into it and the more you get into that episode, you can really appreciate this figure and character itself. I really actually do like it, and the episode, again, was probably the most iconic one out of all of them.
Pickle Man! You should know this isn't personal! You should know that isn't original! They have my daughter!
There's nothing I won't do to see her again.
Yeah, there's lots I wouldn't do to see my daughter, but killing you gets me to her quicker than your derivative bullshit.
I can see Funko possibly in 2019 making a feature where you can actually take the mask off of the pop, like they have the Akoi from New York Comic Con with the wig, or the Harry Potter pop when you can change the face around. Let me put them all together now and give you my final review. It is a Rick and Morty action figure from Funko, so I thought they did a pretty amazing job, considering they haven't done too many action figures in general, and for this being one that they actually hold a master license for, I think it's pretty neat and pretty cool. Overall, I think he's definitely better than a Funko Pop for sure, because look what you can do with it, and Funko is definitely moving in the right direction. This was released basically December 2018, and it's something that we can look forward to in the future from Funko, and I'd like to see more of the Rick and Morty action figures from them. From other lines though, like DBZ or Lord of the Rings, I don't think so. I think they should stick to these animated featured characters because they do offer a cheap price tag, and it comes with just enough accessories that it's worth it. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you remember that episode and which way I should display this bad boy. Should I keep him with the rat off his head and the cannon up here, or should I just make him so he's just a damn naked pickle just scrolling around? See you next time.
You must be Rick.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard a lot about you today. Your family is crazy about you. Your daughter holds you in very high regard. You're a lucky fella.
Yeah, thank you. Sweetie, you don't still happen to have that syringe in your purse?